Hello Hero Homies and welcome to Building the Hero Brigade, my team series where I build teams live and plan on using them through my weekly series. Now as you can already guess so far, this is a very special episode. I know I keep saying it is, but y'all can see that it really is this time. Why? Because y'all see me. Hello, it's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Hero Dude 17. Glad to meet you face to face. And as for my first debut with this thing going on, which by the way, at least for this playthrough, I think I'm going to not use my face cam when I'm doing my walkthrough because I break the fourth wall enough in that one. Who knows, if I change my mind, I'll do something about it later, but until then, cheese. But today, I am going on with a special challenge of mine. It is, actually let me go back. A while ago, for a Manga Monday, I did a Pokemon Adventures Trainer Diamond team. So today, excuse me, I was gonna mess with this for a second. I felt like making a trainer hero team. Now that doesn't mean I'm just gonna pick 6 Pokemon that I like and put them on a team. I thought that'd be a little too impersonal with what I'm trying to do. Yeah, I'm an actor sometimes. Y'all know I try to do some acting and I roleplay just a little tiny bit. So what I thought would make this a lot more fun is if, hey, behind every Pokemon you have, you gotta have like a personal story, a connection, something that makes this Pokemon pop. Yeah, I know, bad explanation, sorry. But let's get into it and let's see if I can go ahead and change it or make more sense of what it is. So first, I'm gonna change this to Trainer Hero. It's gonna bug me if it doesn't have a capital T, guys. I know, small details. Hero's got OCD. So for the first Pokemon, y'all already know. I shouldn't have to tell you. The one and only Dot Man. I'm sorry if you guys get tired of seeing this dude, but yeah, if you don't know the reason why Dot Man's here, then you're probably new to the channel, which in that case, hey, thanks for stopping by. I hope you guys will continue to support me. Anyway, the story behind this, what was it, Light Clay? Yeah, I'm gonna keep talking while I look for this. Yeah, when this channel first came out, you know, my very first video was the Pokemon Leaf Green Randomizer Episode 1, where Ledian, aka the Dot Man, was the starter Pokemon I picked, and ever since then, Ledian's kind of been my icon Pokemon. He's been the #1 man. He's been my G. Yeah, he doesn't have Wonder Guard anywhere else, but hey, it all sort of started with him. He's even on my little icon thing. Come on, look at that. Actually, no, is it over there? No, over there. Or is it over here? Either way, the HD thing and on my banner, Ledian's is flying right there. Special place in my heart. So he isn't going anywhere, and he, above everything, deserves to be here. At first I really did not like this, was it dual screen set, but you guys seen some of my other battles, and you've seen how freaking handy that is, that I'm gonna keep it up. I actually did like it. I didn't think I was gonna like it as much as I did. I underestimated the power of Encore and everything. What do you guys think? U-turn or Toxic? I'm with U-turn. You never know. You know, I'm gonna take the suggestion for this one. So going on with the challenge, it's 6 Pokemon. Of course, one of them should be a starter since this is sort of like the role playing if you were in the manga sort of deal. Hopefully as I go along with the video, you guys will get a better understanding, and I'm interested to see what you guys get if you decide to try this challenge. So why don't y'all leave me a comment below saying what you guys ended up with and why. It could be fun, it could be fire. You could discover some things that you didn't know. Like with my next Pokemon I'm about to get to. First of all, Dot Man. Next up is the starter of this, the official starter. To explain this, back in my elementary school, I had 2 friends. They were really good bros of mine. We're all fans of Pokemon. We each had our own copies of Ruby and Sapphire. Those were the ones that came out just at the time, and there was 3 of us. There were 3 starters, so we each took a starter and we ran with it. The starter I got was Trico, so we're actually going to be rocking with that Sceptile. Why not Mega? And Overground. So yeah, it took me a minute to remember this. It was actually pretty good, because ever since those days, I chose mainly grass starters in all my games, and for the life of me, I couldn't remember why. Then when I started this challenge, this came up, and I'm like, whoa, hold up. Okay then, I even remember the first name I gave my Sceptile, and why is it in moves? Yeah, he was my knight. He was the guy I sent out to do my dirty work. Since he's going to be a Mega, we're going to hook him up with that Dragon Pulse. We're going to hook him up with that Giga Drain. Leech Seed combo, because I like my life gain. I really do. And him with that Focus Blast. I want him modest. I know timid or maybe jolly's the way to go. But I want him modest because I want him to hit like a truck. 427, that is respectable. And I'm gonna put the rest in Special D. Special T, schooling you beginners. Sorry guys, I like channel for a second there. It's weird being on camera. It's kind of like messing with me a little bit. Although I'm about the same hype as I always is. And I'm hoping you guys enjoy my photographic face and my very, very fast speaking. I'm sorry, as soon as I get used to this, you know it's gonna be popping. Knight, my man Knight was definitely a male. Moving on. Alright, this next story, it deals with my very first playthrough on Black 2 and White 2. I was very excited because that was the first new game I got to play since Fire Red and Leaf Green. I didn't have a DS. I didn't have a DS of any kind until around when Kalos came out. So I went back and bought Unova. And I started with a Tepig, I know. I just got done saying how much I use grass type starters, but you have to forgive me on that one. So I was going against Charon, sorry, something in my eye. And because I was such a hipster back in the day, I decided I didn't want to evolve my Tepig before fighting Charon. I wanted to evolve him as a result of it. So because of that, I didn't have the type advantage, so I went and found a different Pokemon. I really wanted to add a Lillipup because I thought that'd be interesting to use. But I couldn't find one. What I could find was plentiful amounts of like Purloins. So y'all know what's up. It's the homie Lipard. And I'm gonna keep talking while I put the stuff in here. Black glasses? Should I go with the citrus berry if I want to use Unburden? No, I'm using Prankster. What am I talking about? So anyway, so I went out and I found this bloody Purloin. And can I just tell you how bad that Purloin was? It was dreadful. It was, oh my god. I'm not even exaggerating right now. It was just bad. Yeah, I'm gonna give a Copycat too, because Copycat was fire that one random battle I had. Every single battle I sent this Purloin in, it was absolutely dreadful. It got KO'd in every single one. Now right about now you're wondering, wait, if it got KO'd all the time, it's such a bad Pokemon, why are you using it? Well, it sucked so bad I threw it away and put it into my, what do you call it? Box. And I ran to go fight Charon anyway. So I got all the way to Charon, swept his entire gym, no problem. Got to him himself, beat his first Pokemon. Easy. But his second Pokemon knocked Tepig out when it had like this much life. It lived on an attack that it shouldn't have lived. So I'm like, oh great, now I gotta start all over again. But I didn't white out. I'm like, wait, what's going on? Turns out I actually forgot to put Purling in there. Or the Purling I put in there was another wild one I caught. Doesn't matter. So I was like, oh god, now I get to be embarrassed at the end of this. And sent Purling out. It came through, yeah, that's the moral of the story, it came through. And because it saved my tail there, I was like, okay, Purloin, you can stay on my team. I'll keep you around. And from then on out, it sucked. It sucked terribly. It was god-awful. Jeebus. Until it evolved. Once it became a Lipard, once it became this fabulous, majestic beast, it was fantastic. His nickname was Shade, by the way. Once it became that, it was, I couldn't have asked for a better person. What do you guys think? Taunt? Toxic? Trick? Nah. Sucker Punch, Copycat, Thunder Wave. No substitute. Which means I should probably go with lefties. I don't think I use lefties for any of my other Pokemon. If not, I'll change it. It's a special. I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try it out, guys. So yeah, as soon as it evolved into a Lipard, it became just heavenly. I ran through this team. This became one of my aces. And because of that, I don't know how I'm looking. Because of that, this is on my team. Alright, so next up, Like, I feel terrible. Feel terrible about this. I recorded this like 4 times. I'm having the hardest time remembering what my next model was. Oh, no, wait, now I remember. It's Heracross. Now, like I said, I met a person. She's a good friend of mine. And while we were playing Pokemon at the school I was at the time on the 3DSs, it was Kalos. We got into this big thing about Heracrosses and Espeons, and I thought Heracrosses were better than Espeons. She thought Espeons were better than Heracross. And we pretty much had this big rivalry going on where we would OHKO each other's respective Pokemon. Even to this day, she still has this video on her phone of the one time she OHKO'd my Heracross. I'm like, girl, why'd you do that? It's rare. Because, you know, I mega horn that thing. Yeah, you know what's up. It was a choice scarf. I know what y'all saying. It's like, oh, you had the choice scarf your Pokemon? Yes. Yes. We call that strategy. It was my master plan to take her Pokemon down. So, close combat. Earthquake? Now, we'll give it Stone Edge just to be predicting. Mega Horn, and let's hit him with that knockoff. Max, whoa, max attack, max speed, HP. I'm gonna make him Jolly. Make him Jolly. Actually, no, to her, because I nickname all of my Heracrosses either Cantoroth or Brass. They're both references to the Metabot series. If you've seen it, you're my friend. If you haven't, go watch it so you can be my friend. Smile. It's hard to smile. Still getting used to this camera. Is that everything? Oh, gender, female. Did I change shade? Yeah, shade's a girl. That really doesn't matter, but for me in this team, it does. So next up on the team, okay. For those of y'all who've played X and Y when it first came out, I'm sure you remember those friend safaris. Yeah. Those pain in the tail where they held all the good Pokemon with their good hidden abilities, and you had to struggle to add people that you don't even know to find. Those things. Well, I was on a mission. I was building my very first competitive team to play with the people at my school that I was just talking about with the Heracross. And I wanted a Mamoswine on deck. Because I love Mamoswine. It's my favorite ice type. It might be my favorite ground type. Focus Sash that and Thick Fat. Yeah, that right there. Thick Fat. That's the reason what caused me pain. Because I spent 3 days going to PokeTubers and PokeTuber streams asking people who had an ice type friend safari to please add me. And I got a couple. I got like 4 or 5 of those guys. Maybe 6. But the Piloswine that I was trying to find was always their 3rd Pokemon, and I could never get online with them at the same time. So it became this huge, massive pain. After a while, it went from like inconvenient to pain to, oh no, you're not screwing me, I'm on a mission now. So eventually I came across this dude, who I'm actually going to nickname this Mamoswine behind. His name was Poe. If you're watching this, Poe, bro, you the man. He saw my struggles on the stream one day and offered me one of his Icicle Crash Mamoswine Thick Fat. Exactly what I was looking for. It was even 5 IVs. I was like, thank you, sir. Thank you. You the real MVP. The real MVP. And ever since then, I like bred so many of them. I even went to found a Smeargle, taught it Stealth Rock so I can breed Stealth Rocks onto this Mamoswine. No, I'm not going to put Stealth Rocks on this one because I don't really care for hazards on this one. But I am going to put Ice Shard, Icicle Crash, Earthquake, and Iron Head. I need some coverage. Speed, attack, HP. No. Put that back. Special defense. Make me Jolly too. Nickname's Poe. You a dude. Oh man, that was something. I'm sure you guys all remember friend safaris and how big of a pain they were. Unless you skipped that generation, then you are lucky. I had a bug one too, so that was like no leverage whatsoever for me. And finally, this last Pokemon really, I had to think. I had to go through every playthrough I've ever done in my life, every battle I've had, and I still can't find, well, I couldn't, until I remembered this playthrough of Pokemon Insurgents. Now, since Delta Pokemon aren't a thing, I had to go with a different Pokemon, but doesn't mean this one's any less important to me, and it was Swanna. I know, Swanna, that weird flying water type swan Pokemon, but she is my little Gracie. I love my little Gracie, just all the hearts. I had a Swanna in Unova, and I had it in Insurgents, and all the time it was this white winged angel that descended on upon to my game and saved me so many times I can't even tell you. I'm going to give her the life orb because amazingly I have not used it yet. Hydration is usually what you give it, but I really have no use for hydration, so no, I'll give it just in case. I'm going to give it Hurricane, Scaldalog. I also want to give it Tox Tailwind. Let's give her Roost and Ice Beam for a little bit more coverage. Hit him with that 252 this, 252 that. I'm thinking Timid. What do you guys think? Timid? Think? And Special D. I'm sorry, my eyes been like really weird today. Sorry guys, I know it's weird. But anyway, this is the team. My little Gracie Grace is female. I can't remember what a shiny Swanna is, so if I change it, I will let you guys know. But this is the team. Dotman the Ledian, whoop. Knight the Sceptile, Shade the Lipard, Heracross the Brass, or Brass the Heracross, Hero is Nervous, Poe the Mamoswine, and Gracie Grace, my little swan. I'm actually excited to see how this turns out. I'm sure it's going to be a massive pain in my thighs, and you're going to have a lot of fun laughing at me as I struggle through Yu-Yu? Yeah, Yu-Yu. So you guys remember, leave a comment for any suggestions for new teams you want to see. Leave whatever your team turned out to be and whatever memories you have of said team. I'm very interested to see what you guys got, because this was nothing like the team I imagined in my head. And I'm going to have a lot of fun with this team, I believe it. Looks like I got four, technically 3 weaknesses to fire, because Poe does have thick fat. 2 weaknesses to thunder, but Knight has lightning rod, which could really be useful to me. 3 weaknesses to fairy typing. Yeah. 2 immunities to ground. 1 immunity to psychic. Immunity to electricity. Well, 2 immunities to electricity. So wow, I am great on that end. Ooh, I have something to beat psychic because I got shade and brass still has knockoff. But the water type Gracie has nothing except the immunity to ground, but that really doesn't help anything. We got our fighting types covered because of Gracie. Thank you, Gracie. You were fantastic. Water types will be not feared because Brass, Poe, and Gracie all got that covered. Grass types got nothing on Gracie, although Gracie's in a little bit of danger. I think that's neutral. Doesn't matter because Poe's also got her back and lined that up. Yeah, I rub my hand sometimes, guys. I don't know if you can even see that, but Hero Dude no Jutsu. Oh man, so yeah, our biggest troubles are fairies and fire. But I think we got this, guys. Look forward to that battle. I'm gonna have that, probably with face cam some more, and I'm gonna get back to my walkthrough too. I miss that thing. Because I might do Pokemon Insurgents after that. Matter of fact, yeah, I think I might. Squishy Snorlax has been trying to pressure me into doing something like that, and if we could figure out something with him, maybe we could do a Soul. I've never done a Nuzlocke in my life, guys, so that might be something to think about doing in the future. But until then, you guys have a great day, week, month, year, just all the time. Because you are awesome. Don't let anybody tell you differently. I believe in you. Hero Dude and Trainer Hero Team signing out. Peace, guys. I look stupid.